Right, so Friday. I wanted to go over something and show something on replay. So let's see, why have I got two of these? There we go. Right, so we're for 2 minutes from the open. I want to point out a few things here. So that's 18.10. So I did take some of these trades, but I just want to go over some stuff here. So I've got my levels mapped out. So we're 2 minutes for the opening. The seller's loading this book up. Right, so this is something you can see sort of pre-market. I've got a footprint on another screen I'm eyeballing as well. In fact, that means I don't need that. Hold on, I'm going to change this. I still see this sell at market before it opens. So let me just change something here. So these two levels here I'm interested in. 92 is 88, so call it 90s. Sorry, high 80s. Market opens, instantly selling off. So the buyer only got a few points, and then we're instantly just re-offering every single price. That's 400, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900 into the offer. Sorry, into the bid, boom, away. So seller's got this now, so let's just see how it pans out. I'm looking for a bidder. I'm looking for a buyer between these levels. I'm eyeballing the footprint as well on another screen. Still selling off. So we're starting to come down into 90s now. And if I watch the cumulative delta, the actual cumulative delta is rising here. So it looks to me like the buyer's taking these orders in. So what I'm basically looking for is size to sell, but it's not ticking down. It's stumped, and we've got equal matches on the bidding offers. 2 seconds. Right, pause this for 2 seconds. Oh, kids at the door. Right, let's see where we're at. So I've got a bit of buying at 93s. I've just tipped down into one of my levels at 92. We're still ticking down though, so NQ is up at highs, current highs. We still see size to sell and ticking down, so it's not quite the time to get in yet. I can see I buy it at market, but I want to see seller absorption. I want to see the seller getting the door shut them. Not quite shut yet. There you go. Still blipping down. Let's just see if we can widen this out a bit. Nice. It would be mad. There's a lot of size to sell there. Never really ticked down. Get one or two out it. Right, there's another push there. Down past one of my levels. Buy it there. I'll take that out. So with a two lot, if you were using a two lot, what could you do here? Still a small range, so I'd expect it to see you run back to the open. What you could do is just offload. That was my trade on Friday. I took it from here to here for $200. I think it was just a one lot. Let's see if we can. You just need to learn to spot this. This is what trading's about. Short-term scalping is what this is about. You're really reading this. I can look at this footprint. Let me bring up the footprint onto this TV, onto this monitor. So that huge rip down was only negative 1k delta, and I've already took that back, plus another 600 just to sit here. So now you can see the buyers here. You just take these orders in now, 300, 3, 4, 5, 500 to sell, ticking up. That's what you want to see that. Let's see if the buyer can get us back up to the current halfway in the range, and then definitely a retest of the open. So right now we just see a bit of passive buying. He's just taking it in. I expect him to come hit market around about 91, 92s and drive us up. It's a common pattern that plays out a lot. Delta's rising. So the way I set my charts, my footprint up, it's like a little heat map. You can see where we've got big activity. See the selling just dissipated here. Huge imbalance to sell. The buyer just took it all. Buyer starting to run us up a bit. Doing a nice little bit of volume over the 8.9s. You can see it here. So the volume profile is handy. This is handier. I would expect to see him rip us back to the open at least. Still size to buy, still a bit of sell. Selling's dissipating a little bit. 1.4 positive delta. NQ's up at its highs. Let's bring that font down a little bit. Just get you a bit more ladder space. Again, this should be on histogram. Let's see where we are, structure-wise. Probably near one of my levels. So I'm more interested in the footprint chart at this current time. Seller matching the bid there. Not by much. Should start to see buying hit the market now. NQ's ripping highs, current highs. Good sign for the trade. Still pumping highs. Buyer just took in 700 on the offer there. So that was my Friday trade done. That was a $200 scalp. I should have held it to the open. It should retest the open. I am aware of this seller. That's a fair bit. That's a 4, 8, 12. So what's that? Nearly $2,000. So he's definitely not somebody to ignore. There he's there again. And here selling in. Oh, buyer just buy at market. 600 on the offer. Took in on the bid. Yep, buyer still got this. Slightly. They are fighting now. See, you can tell they're fighting now. So it's safe to start, you know, take some. I call it choking the trade. All I want to do here is just choke it. Hopefully it takes me there, but it might take me here. So I'm just choking the trade. Still see the buyer at market. trail it up manually. Don't have it too close. So we're still seeing size to buy, but we're starting to see size to sell now. So it's getting a bit two-way here, and the delta has started dropping. We're plus 1.4k now. We're sitting at 700. Ticking up on lightish volume. I'd be concerned here. Just took that out there. The size to sell is coming back. The next trade is looking better on NQs. Hitting highs, hitting highs, hitting highs. Negative delta now. I can see the seller at market here. I'm going to try and get in here. Where'd I get out on NQs? Way too early. Way too early. Let's get an order in the book. Size to sell, and we've not managed to break 900s. We're on our way into negative delta now. Sellers are more aggressive at this current time. Hopefully get our fill on NQs. Size to buy there, but they're not getting it up, so sellers take them in. Just need to be patient, let it play out. NQs can be scary. You need to be able to take heat in NQs, take a decent bit of drawdown. 9 times out of 10 you're right, it's just the drawdown that scares you. So this was another trade I took on NQs. So I can see the buying's dissipated here. Sellers took it. You can see how the NQs can just jump, you know, a fair amount, 20, 30 ticks instantly. Starting to go into negative delta territory. Sellers currently got this. Got neutral delta, so we're starting to sort of stagnate a little. See if we can get a fill here. Still see a seller at market on a yes. Good sign for the trade. Size to buy. See if a seller can take this in. Negative 500 delta. That looked a bit nice there. Yeah. Just want to see if this seller can come back down and test these 80s, high 80s. Size to buy, we're ticking down. That would prove your delta's right. So I generally wouldn't want to touch this. I wouldn't want to join the selling here because I know there's a buyer here, so fairly aggressive now on the sell side. So on ES, we're waiting for a retest of 86s. Down here. And that was my two trades for Friday. So it was about $700-800 for what? 20 minutes work, or 20 minutes into the open. So you get the rest of the day to sit and do these scalps. And as I say, you don't see any fancy lines or any stuff on my charts. It's just, let's see, there's my other chart. That's just a 20 EMA. That's all that is. So we're trickling down into 90s. Bit of buy at market here. Bit of buy at market 91s. Yep, definitely a little bit of buying here. Right, let's see what happens on this retest. Well, buyer there at market. Size to buy, it's not really moving. It's going to get a little flash as the seller got him. Yeah, a bit two-way now. Doing a bit of volume here. 93s. And this delta's started going in the buyer's hand. I don't like trading anywhere near pox. It's choppy. Looks like the buyer's running this back up. Size to sell, size to sell. 400 into the bid, tick down. Best thing to do in a market's like this is just stay out until you get something a bit more clearer. Be hard to make sense of that. Oh, accident. I always lock the chart if I'm not trading it, so include, flat and cancel, get rid of all my excess orders if any are there, and just lock it. And you can't accidentally hit the button. So we're still in and around the 93, 94s, just swapping ticks. My next trade opportunity would be a retest at 86s and see an impulse low. Maybe get us down 83, 82s, and then I'd probably buy market there on the buy side. But right now I don't see anything to work with. Or we take it back up to 900s, try and get an impulse up to 945s, 905s maybe, 906s, and fade back down that way. Let's put that down. So we need to be aware of this. Sell's been here the last few days. He's been in and around this area. But one thing the ES is sort of doing, it's selling sharply, trickling back up. I mean, here's a perfect example. Quick sell off and then just trickled up the rest of the evening. This was I think this was a computer chip problem. Just created a sell off of the day. And it sort of got bought back into balance. The balance was originally up here. This was a new highs. The new high up here, sold off. New high up here, sold off. Just drifting up overnight. But a buyer here, sold off. Happens all the time. So we're half an hour into the open, and the volume started to stabilise a wee bit. Yep. Let's see the actual numbers. 40k on the open. So you can see here, there's nothing to trade here. There's nothing going on. I'm just literally sitting here swapping ticks. NQ's not really moved either. It was down here a second ago. It's kind of drifting up and down. Bit of size to sell here. Buyers took it in. Away they go. Check the footprint, see what delta we have. In positive territory again. You see how that just ticked up and instantly shot down a point, nearly a 2 points. So it's definitely a bit two-way here. The only clear trade you're really going to get right now is these 86s or 900s. Whatever's happening here's just a guess, really. You're trying to trade the bots effectively. So they're definitely having a little argument over these 94s. Some size to buy. Definitely size to buy there. Again, ticking down. That was neutral. Oh, right, cool. I've got his controller. I don't know if you want to take it and wrap it or whatever. Alright, right. You know, I'll need to wrap that, and then after I said to him, we can pick something off Amazon as well. That's fine. It's Tuesday. Yep. He's not here anyway, so Spain. See, they'll come and see Judd tonight, and then he's away to Spain. No, no. Right, half four. Whereabouts in the street is this? Right. Sorry, phone again. Still don't see a trade. And I don't think I did take another trade this day, to be honest. So it's Friday afternoon. Made my points. Job done. But like I say, you did just get chopped up in this. You know, you've got to wait till these things develop and play out. It's good to be patient. Just wait till you see something that's tradable. Let the market give you an access point, as Brendan at Axel always says. You need an access point. You know, we got one here. We got one straight from here, right off the open. So we took fucking short straight off the open. You would have made all that. So you would have just knew when you see the buying coming in, the heavy buying, and the size to sell, and it's not moving. That's your exit point. So I'll take this delta kind of. This looks like this would go long throughout the morning. But again, I wouldn't want to buy unless I'm down here. Or if it was to break this current little high and come back and maybe retest the open, I'd probably go long there. Don't just hit market because you see a bit of a flush in money. Just be patient and always get the back ticks. But that's it for this session.